Okay. Um, just want to talk about the Eagles. Just to review real quickly that Week 1 game against the Panthers, which was a great win, and look ahead to tomorrow's game against the Saints. I predicted the Panthers to win last Sunday's game by 3 points, but I still said I had faith in my Eagles that they would win, and I wanted the Eagles to prove me wrong, and that's exactly what they did. They proved my realistic prediction wrong. Not necessarily my faith, because I had faith the Eagles could win, but they proved my realistic prediction wrong. And honestly, I wanted them to make my prediction look like shit. And man, they did. Just from when Victor Abiamiri picked up that fumble from Jake Delhomme, I knew that was the turning point in the game. Yeah. I wasn't majorly concerned, but I was somewhat unsettled, slightly concerned, or a little bit concerned. Kind of a time where you don't hope this certain play comes back and bites you at the end, and that was the 7-minute first drive by the Carolina Panthers. That got me a little unsettled because they take 7 minutes off the clock. It's like, what is that, like 1/8 of the game? That's basically half the first quarter they took off the clock, and they scored a touchdown. Tons of penalties, and we pushed them back, and they scored, and that really hurt at the beginning of the game. So I was a little concerned then. But man, the Eagles, they played great. They really played great. Ton of turnovers, and that's what I love to see. I think McNabb had a good game. Deshaun Jackson, his kickoff return, man, that kid is a stud. I mean, that kid's a superstar. I don't care what anyone says. Deshaun Jackson was one of the greatest wide receivers right now in the NFL. I don't care what anyone says, because you see this kid play. I mean, he does a great job. I mean, but the one thing I'm not happy about, I mean, the Eagles Deshaun Jackson was lucky it was a blowout, but I did not appreciate him being called for a penalty for unsportsmanlike celebrating or whatever the hell it's called. But you know what? He scored the touchdown. He did his job. Just as long as he doesn't do that in a close game, that's fine. But the big news: Donovan McNabb got injured, and just from a late hit, I forget the dude's name. I mean, and that pissed me off, because now he's out for tomorrow's game against the Saints. They didn't officially say they officially said he was doubtful yesterday, but I mean, realistically, in my opinion, he's out for tomorrow, and that pisses me off. That really pisses me off that a late hit like that will really take him out. My prediction is he'll probably come back against the Buccaneers, which I believe is October the 11th. Right after the bye week, because the Chiefs, any quarterback we throw in there can easily handle the Chiefs. And Michael Vick reinstated in week 3, I believe that is. And hopefully, if McNabb's out, hopefully it'll be Michael Vick that gets to start that. We gotta look at tomorrow's game. Now, Cobb is starting tomorrow, and I don't like it, to be honest with you. I don't like it. You come off great win, which Cobb plays horrible. I mean, you saw that one play, and I gotta give credit, because one of the sports analysts pointed this out to me when I was watching one of the sports channels. On a play, Kevin Curtis was wide open right in front of Kevin Cobb, and he didn't even throw it to him. And again, the dude on Carolina had the easiest sack fumble probably anyone could have. Thankfully, it was a blowout, but you see Kevin Cobb. He got his time 2 years ago in that Detroit Lions game where it was a blowout. Had no touchdowns. The Baltimore game, you can't really count that, because it's just unfair to throw a guy out there against that defense. But even last year, he had time against the Cleveland Browns, and he was about to throw for a touchdown, and he threw an interception. Um, and last week he didn't play well. So I mean, hey, I respect Kevin Cobb. I think he's a great guy. He's a great person. I think he's a hard worker. And I really respect him as a person. But as a quarterback, when it comes to the field and making plays, I'm just not that confident. And we signed Jeff Garcia, so I don't understand why we're throwing out Kevin Cobb rather than just putting Jeff Garcia. We're only going to have Jeff Garcia for maybe like 3 weeks, maybe a month till McNabb comes back. So, I mean, why would you sign Jeff Garcia and not put him in? That's something I don't understand. But, as for now, I'm just thankful the Eagles just got this win last week. It was a great win, and I got to give the Eagles a ton of credit. But let's just get this win tomorrow against the Saints. This is the Saints' first time playing in Philadelphia since 2003 in November. Now, the reason why I remember this was because that was my first ever Eagles game at the Link. It was November, I believe, 23rd of 2003. Eagles-Saints. The Eagles destroyed them. That was my first game ever at the Link, which is great. Hopefully the same thing happens tomorrow. But, Drew Brees is a great quarterback. I know it was against the Lions last week. I know. But he did throw for 6 touchdowns, so he did a great job. And the Saints have played us well the past 3 times we faced them. Beat us twice in 06, the 06 season, including that playoff game. We didn't beat them by much, but we did beat them in 2007, which knocked them out of the playoffs, basically. So that was nice revenge for the year previous. But the Saints are a good team. I don't think they're going to be a bad team this year. Maybe 9-7, 10-6. You never know. But my prediction for this game is the Eagles will win by a margin of about 7 to 10 points. That's what I predict. It's just that now that Kevin Cobb is getting the start, we gotta, I guess, hope he plays well. Even though I'm not necessarily that confident as a quarterback, maybe this will be a set of change for him. But I have a ton of confidence in our offense for the last week in Carolina. I know Jake Bloom sucks as of late, but it was still Carolina. It's a great team that last year, and I just think our defense will definitely keep us in the game. I don't think we'll have a great offensive game, but I think we'll win from around 7 points to around 10, or it might be as small as 3. But as of my prediction, I'm saying the Eagles will win tomorrow against the Saints. So that's all I got for this week. Can't wait to watch the game tomorrow. And definitely, go Birds.